Hello, 我係陳老師. So today we are going to learn some very basic greetings in Cantonese, and we are going to make it very easy. We'll start with some oral Chinese Cantonese greetings, and then at the very end, we are going to learn how to write some of these words. Are you ready? 準備好未啊? The first one. Whenever we see people in the morning, this is the most common thing we say. We say, 早晨,早晨. And that is a very common way to greet people in the morning. In fact, just like English, just like some of the other languages, we don't say good afternoon or good evening a lot. We mostly just say 早晨 in the morning, and in the afternoon, well, or in the evening, we just say 你好,你好. We just say hello. So, depends on what time you see your friends. You could just go and say 你好 to say hello. What if you want to be a little more formal? To be a little more formal, we say, how are you? In Chinese, in Cantonese, we say, 你好嗎?你好嗎? And if it is a person that we respect, if we know their names or Mr. something or a teacher, then we call their names after, before we say 你好嗎 or after. So, for example, if you see me, 陳老師, then you could just say 陳老師,你好嗎? Or 你好嗎,陳老師. That would be even better. That would be very polite. And if you have to answer in a formal way saying, oh, I'm fine, thank you, you say 好好,有心,好好,有心. But this would be more like a very formal meeting. For younger people, like kids, well, we don't really say 有心 at the very end. We will say 好好啊,好好啊. Be very fluent with using the word and la at the end, because that is almost like the essence of learning the Cantonese or speaking Cantonese, to make you very much like a pro. The next one, well, after you say, oh, thank you, you will usually say, oh, and you, how about you? So this would be a common way of saying and you. 你呢?你呢? Make sure you have the N sound at the very beginning to make it proper. 你呢? You know, sometimes you're good. If you're good, you say 好好啊 or 好好有心. But that's not all the case, right? Sometimes you'll be like, oh, so, not too good. Like, okay. So this is what you say. 麻麻地, 麻麻地. And if you want to say it more like casual, 麻麻地啦, 麻麻地啦. We always use the word la at the end of everything. So this would be so. And if it's like, nothing much, same as usual, we'll just say, 又係咁, 又係咁. Again, the la can be placed at the end of this. So you can say, 又係咁啦, 又係咁啦. Now let's get a little more casual. Instead of saying, how are you? How do you do? Well, we'll just say, hey, how's it going? What's up? This is what we say in Cantonese. 你點啊?你點啊? Or simply just saying, 點啊?點啊? That would be a very casual way of asking maybe your friends or some younger kids, hey, how is it going? 喂，點啊? You could also add the 喂 at the end, at the very beginning. 喂 is like, hey, hi, 喂，點啊? That would also be a proper way of saying it. Here we go. So, an informal way of saying, hi, how are you? Would be, 喂，點啊? 喂，點啊? And if you're good, you say, oh, 好好啊. If you're so-so, remember how we say it? We say, 麻麻地啦. Or, 又係咁啦. 又係咁啦. So you can always say it with your friends. And if it is oh, not bad, it is very common that we say, oh, 唔錯啦,唔錯啦. So do you know how to greet others? Do you know how to say hi to your teachers or to your parents or to your friends? Let's learn how to write some of these words. We'll start with the basics. We'll say 你好嗎?你好嗎? And these are the 3 Chinese characters to write these words. Remember, when we are saying we write Cantonese, some of the words are not really common for writing. We use a different set of words when we are writing the terms. And for instance, when we say 喂,點啊? We don't really write it on the paper and we don't write it as a text. Of course, it could be like very informal when you are texting your friends. Like when I text my friends, I would text them and say, 喂,點啊? But this is not formal. Let's do things one step at a time. I will show you how to write the 你好嗎 in this little video. So remember, when we are writing Chinese characters, it is always going from the left to the right, top to the bottom. The word 你 has the left side with the people radical. A radical is to help us know more about the meaning of the word. So 你 is a person. The word 好, well, there is the woman on the left, and there is a son on the right of that word. So in the past, people think when a woman gives birth to a boy, that is a good thing. The word ma is shown right here. And if you know what is a horse in Chinese, it is ma. And that's why, well, when you look at the right side of the word ma, that is the word for horse. This would be how you write 你好嗎? How are you? And this is a proper way. It is a formal way of greeting others when we are writing a letter to others. There is another word I want to show you. It is the word 點. Remember, I just talked about the word 點啊, 點啊, and we don't really write it. Yes, that is correct. But the word 點 has many meanings. I'll show you how it's written first. If you look at the word carefully, there are 2 parts. There's the left part, which is the word ha. Ha means black. And the word on the right, it is sim. It means a little dot. So a black little dot, well, it is a dot. The word 點 has many meanings, as I have said. It could mean, how is it going? 點啊. But it could also mean a little dot. 點, 一點, a little. We also use it as a way to say the time, like 1 o'clock. In Chinese, we say 1點, 2 o'clock, 2點, 3 o'clock, 3點, and on and on and on. It shows us the hour. We can also use the word 點 as we order something. When we are ordering food, that is to 點菜, 點菜, 點嘢食. This is how we can also use the word 點. So to know how to write this word 點, it is still very useful. All right, so this is what we have today for learning the words from the simple to the more challenging. So let's go on with the exercise we have today.